Sisters out there. I'm your goddess Nazca. Here with Truckerman. We're reacting to
the Cracker Barrel situation by Fat Electrician. Sorry, I'm eating a candy bar right now.
That's not a candy bar. That's a protein bar.
Current event dog pile type content, but nobody seems to be pointing out what is incredibly obvious to me, that this company might be pulling off the greatest marketing stunt in the past decade. Today we're talking about Cracker Barrel. If you don't know, they rebranded recently and
What in the world is Cracker Barrel? It's an old-timey kind of fashion restaurant back in the day. Well, still around, but yeah.
It's basically it's kind of like a Southern style restaurant.
In America.
Yeah.
Just in case you're not American. I don't know. I can't just assume everyone here is American.
absolutely everybody hates it. This is not a political war thing where the left likes it and the right doesn't, or the right likes it and the left doesn't. No, everybody across the political spectrum has come out and said, we absolutely hate what you've done with this.
Look at me massacred my boy.
It genuinely might be the most unifying thing that has happened to the United States of America since 9/11, okay? Do you know how bad you gotta fuck up to, in 2025, get Donald Trump and Gavin Newsom on the same page? The official DNC Twitter account even said, we think the new Cracker Barrel branding sucks too. Okay, if you're not picking up what I'm putting down, I'm gonna rephrase it a little bit differently so we're all on the same page. Cracker Barrel, AKA a restaurant, unironically and literally—
Oh, wow. It's been through a bunch of different looks. I did not know that.
No, that's a meme.
Oh, it's a meme?
This is the old logo.
named Cracker Barrel that has been accused of LGBTQ discrimination and racial discrimination, and when you walk inside is decorated as though it's Minnie's haberdashery from the Quentin Tarantino movie.
Oh, I see they ruined the Brandon image. You know what's ironic about it?
What?
It's called Cracker Barrel.
No,
And then the little person on the side is just an old white guy.
yeah, they they took away the barrel, took away the cracker.
Movie The
That's
Hateful
a joke
Eight has
going around.
rebranded
We're allowed to say that because we are white, right?
This is what they redid the inside to.
and remodeled some of the
Everyone
restaurants,
can say
and they
cracker
fucked it up
and not
so
have
bad that
issues.
even the woke leftists are like, no, 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 no. The segregated bus stop vibes were better. Bring it back. They've literally done such a bad job that it almost feels like it's intentional, and I think it might be, and we're going to get into it right after a word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by Supremacy Warrior 3. It is a free online PvP strategy-based game where you get a chance unless it's a drinking competition.
Go check that out if you want.
War 3 more entertaining is the armor that
Still
appears to
going.
be based
Still
off
adding.
history, how the company came to be.
There it
Why?
is.
Because you got to understand where the company—
Okay. I have to make a move here. So many companies have ruined their branding image. Okay, I have to make a move here. I know exactly why they did this. It's all about the money. It's not, I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like a racial thing or anything. If that was the case, I feel like they should change the name too. But it's all about the money. You got, okay, the logo change doesn't really matter. That's stupid. Changing like the way the building's shaped and junk, that's intentional, because that way, if ever, say, if one of their franchises goes out of business, they can resell that building a lot easier versus, say, for an example, the old style McDonald's red little pointy roof and stuff. That's custom made. That costs more money to keep it up like that. And then whoever rebuys it, they're going to be like, oh, that's the Barnes & Noble that used to be a McDonald's.
Or Pizza Hut.
Or Pizza Hut, stuff like that. I get that, why everyone's defaulting to boring, flat, just boxy look, because it's easy to resell. Versus the logo one does not make any sense.
Well, it's like when I go delivering, all these new warehouses that popped up in Southern Olathe, they all have the same look because they're all these same square-style buildings that have the same layout. It's so you can mold around it, and it's more easier to use.
Right. But I'm just saying, the change of the building makes sense logically, but the change of the logo makes no sense.
comes from to understand where it's going or where it should be going, right? Makes sense. So, Cracker Barrel was started by a guy by the name of Dan Evans. Dan Evans was a Marine that joined after World War II, went, fought in Korea, came back home, worked a couple of different jobs, and then went to work in his family's oil company, going to gas stations, basically being a salesman for gas to small gas stations. Now, during the same time period, in the couple of decades after World War II, America was building and finishing its interstate highway system. Basically, America saw Germany's Autobahn in World War II and was like, oh, that's a good idea. We're going to win this war and then steal that idea, which is
What's an Autobahn?
That's Germany's highway system. It's our interstate system is based off of their highway, and they built it back in the 30s.
Huh. Interesting.
exactly what we did. Now, the problem at the time, or at least for Rob Evans, was this meant that people were going to be using these massive interstates to just cut right through the land, and they weren't going to be taking all the small highways that everybody used before, and this put a lot of smaller gas stations out of business. Rather than just slowly decline and go out of business and fade into nothing, Rob Evans said, okay, we've got this new thing. It's kind of cool. Massive highway, goes really fast. People are traveling further, faster. That's great, but it does have some shortcomings. These massive interstates don't cut right through the middle of towns like these highways did. And people that are traveling for hours on end are still going to need gas. They're still going to need food. And a lot of them are still probably going to want to pick up knickknacks and souvenirs to say, hey, I was in this place, like a shot glass or a magnet or whatever.
You and I do that a lot.
Yeah, I think
I like souvenirs. I like the random stuff.
the Goofy.
Possums, souvenirs.
Oh, the Goofy movie.
Uh-huh.
Oh God, it's my first time seeing this shit.
Not that, please. Here you go,
There's a possum hat.
So that's what he built. He built the first Cracker Barrel. It was a gas station slash restaurant slash souvenir store, and he slapped it right on the interstate in Lebanon, Tennessee in 1969. And to nobody's
was it
surprise, it was
connected to a
outrageously
shell?
popular. It
Yeah.
was the
Used
one-stop
to be.
shop concept. You're driving
Apparently-
down the road for 6 hours.
Sorry.
No.
Was why they It's like a gas station. They started off as a gas station, convenience store, and restaurant.
So is Shell and Cracker Barrel still connected in any way?
No.
Oh,
Well,
So
it's
they
just a
just
Shell
put-
station with a Cracker Barrel connected to it. That's what it is.
that doesn't exist anymore.
No, it's like like Love's and McDonald's. Like we
Damn.
Straight. You've got 4 more hours to go. Oh, look, there's one spot I can stop. I can get gas, dinner, and a souvenir. Perfect. Then I'm going to get back on the road. The entire concept kind of felt like a general store back in the Old West. Like, it doesn't matter what you're looking for. You have to go to the only store in town to get it. And if they don't have it, they'll order it.
Right,
So that's what he
right.
kind of themed it after.
So that's one of the only major downsides about living out in the country. You can only pick from one place to shop at.
Well, we have Amazon now. If you're willing to wait a day,
Point. How long does Amazon take to deliver in the country,
like
though?
an extra day or two.
Ugh.
He themed it after an old Western general store. And because of that, he decided to name it Cracker
I will never buy my groceries online, though. That's disgusting.
Well, we have Walmart. You gotta drive an hour to get to it.
That's annoying.
Why not
Barrel
drive?
because
Ow.
back in the Old West, the general stores had barrels that were full of crackers.
Don't do that.
Yeah, so this is what they had. This is what they went to or tried to go to.
Oh, that was the second Deadpool movie. I love the Deadpool movies. They're so good. It's kind of a restaurant. Yeah, it's kind of a restaurant.
You know, someone got paid hundreds of $1,000s to come up with something you could have done on Microsoft. I could make this on Microsoft Paint.
It's so boring and they just took the writing and made it less fun. Oh, it has no charm. It looks like Golden Corral.
What?
That looks
Why are you
exactly like
From here,
Golden
the business
Corral.
grew like wildfire, but the interstates were becoming, more and more of a thing.
Always
Gas
go
stations
to,
were popping up.
stores
People
to
were
buy
copying the
food.
same strategy.
Yeah.
So he's like, gas isn't really making us that much money. We're going to drop the gas portion and we're just going to be a restaurant with this souvenir shop in it, but we're still going to be right on the interstate. And that is how we arrived at the Cracker Barrel that we all know today. It is a Western general store themed restaurant that serves Southern food and has a gift shop up front that is actually secretly evil, but genius at the same time. That little knickknack
Eat food, buy stuff.
Yeah, I'm surprised other restaurants haven't done that. Like Red Robin.
That was a good question. Why haven't other stores do that? Have merchandise to sell. Well, they kind of do with their little claw machines.
Yeah, but that's not merchandise.
I know, but it's addicting.
shop up front is responsible for 20% of Cracker Barrel's overall revenue, and they made like $3.5 billion last year, meaning they're moving like $700 million worth of knickknacks every single year. I know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
How is that even possible? Because if you have a family and you go to Cracker Barrel, that gift shop is like a family-friendly version of the Saw movie.
What do you want, Roig? What?
You are completely surrounded by armed mousetraps.
There's a 15-minute wait at the restaurant.
Was that literally in a Saw movie? Because that was too funny.
I think that was a scary movie.
Was that what scary movie? I have not seen a scary movie that had that. I don't think we did we?
I don't
we
know.
sat down and watched every scary movie, didn't we?
I haven't.
No, you and me, didn't we do that?
We watched the third one here recently. That was it.
Really?
You now must stand inside of an old-timey toy store for 15 minutes with your small children and not be compelled to buy them a harmonica and a cap gun. Mission fucking impossible, okay? Sorry, I'm trauma dumping. Anyways, now we're in modern times. In 2023, they got a new CEO.
Oh my god, she's just missing the nose ring. But the nose ring wouldn't be professional in her line of work, so instead she has the giant glasses!
CEO Julie Messino. Okay, now the CEO that she replaced was more or less shit-canned very politely. They didn't fire her, they accelerated her retirement plan. Okay, whatever, that's fine. They have a new CEO, this Julie Messino person. Is she an inside hire from the company that understands the culture and what makes the company successful? No, of course she isn't. We're gonna bring in somebody else that's an industry expert and they're gonna know how to fix everything, which never, ever works. But you know what? Maybe
Yeah, because they don't know nothing of the roots of the company to begin with, and they're just profity.
Well, it's like hiring someone. It's like hiring, like I see this a lot in trucking. They hire people who never driven a truck or know anything about trucking.
And then you were telling me about bad managers you've had in your past and stuff, where they literally knew nothing and try to make you do stuff that was like impossible in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
she's the exception. Okay, what's her background? Oh, she was the head of marketing at Starbucks.
Yeah.
Not looking great. Okay, you know what
Charles-
company doesn't need marketing?
Yeah, boo-boo.
Starbucks. Have you ever
Boo-boo
seen a Starbucks
2000
commercial?
rar.
Yeah, me neither. You ever seen a Starbucks ad? No, not really. Starbucks' business model is they're fucking everywhere, and do you want caffeine or not? The end. Being in charge of the head of marketing at Starbucks is like being in charge of selling ass candles to dogs. You can't fuck that job up. On top of
You're right. You can't fuck. You know the funniest thing?
What?
Whenever I see Mushi sniffing Raffy's butt, it's so weird and funny.
that, Starbucks isn't even really trying to sell coffee. They're trying to sell gift cards so they can continue being the world's biggest unregulated bank, which I did an entire video on. We're not going to get into it. After that, she was the president of Taco Bell. Okay, that sounds like it could be pretty good, but I promise you, it's not. Okay, Taco Bell is owned by Yum Brands, and Yum Brands is a conglomerate that owns KFC.
Huh.
Yeah, they.
Oh,
own-
that's why the Kentucky Hut.
Yeah, you never been in wherever this place is,
The
but yeah,
Habit.
Kentucky Hut.
The Habit Burger Grill. Huh.
Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut,
Kentucky
and that
Hut.
conglomerate is owned
So yum.
by Pepsi.
So
Why does
yum.
Pepsi own fast food
Pizza.
restaurants? Well, because in the 1970s and the
What if someone took a pizza, put it in a taco, added beef, and then added fried chicken to it?
It'd be more of a reasons why we're gonna not outlive our parents.
The Kentucky Hut monstrosity! Wah! So they chose someone that is not fit to a boss for the company. Basically, they chose someone who
Pizza
wants
burrito.
to modernize everything and doesn't the pizza burrito. No, pizza taco fried chicken. Pizza taco fried chicken.
1980s, when Pepsi was trying to become a major household name, they could not compete with Coke because every restaurant in America had Coke machines and nobody wanted fucking Pepsi. So Pepsi went and bought 3 major food chains to force them to have Pepsi inside of the restaurant so they could force feed it to people and convince them that Pepsi was better. Pepsi literally said, we have no reputation and no customer base. We're going to buy 3 entities that have a massive following and we're going to use that to force feed our product into people.
Smart. Ella's smart. Tracker Man's a Pepsi poo.
Hey,
That's actually your Pepsi right there.
Pepsi Black.
In your
I
mouth,
don't
just
know.
eat it.
God, I hate it.
I don't care whether
Drink
you
the
hate
Pepsi.
it. Do it.
Which means, ultimately, at the end of the day, all they care about is the restaurants breaking even.
They sell
Maybe.
Pepsi.
They don't give a shit if the restaurants do good. They just want to sell more Pepsi. If so
That might
facto,
be to
all
that
of her
shit now.
experience at being an
Maybe.
industry expert is by working at a company that's fucking up to something other than selling good food to
Wrong,
people,
but
right?
okay.
Starbucks is trying to be an unregulated bank.
Yeah, the only right answer is no soda. The best soda
And
is
Young
no
Brands
soda.
is trying to force feed people Pepsi. There's an ulterior motive. They don't really care how the company does. But Cracker Barrel doesn't have that. The only thing they're up to is strong-arming me into buying a harmonica for my 4-year-old so that I slowly go insane. So she comes in 2003 and is like, you know what we need to do to fix everything with this company that's been functioning just fine for the past fucking 50 years? We should absolutely change everything. We'll do exactly the same thing we did with Taco Bell. We'll take a logo that's awesome and retro and
Iconic
cool,
and look
and then we'll
good.
make a minimalist version with
Wait, what did they change? They literally just took out the silhouette of the bell.
Yeah.
What-
less colors
what
that everybody
changed?
fucking hates. Because every time somebody looks at a logo of a multi-billion-dollar company, they want to look at it and say to themselves in the back of their head, I wonder how much the graphic designer got paid because I could have done that shit on Microsoft Paint. And then we'll go inside to the restaurants, we'll strip all the cool shit off the walls, we'll paint everything white like it's a rental property, and then put half of the cool shit back up with little plaques that tell you what it is so it looks like a museum exhibit. You know, the same exact thing that we did to Taco Bell. Look what they did to my
This is what Taco Bell used to look like.
Oh yeah, the chairs used to spin, didn't they?
Yeah.
childhood.
remember
Taco
that.
Bell used to be beautiful inside and out. It was absolutely fantastic.
That, to be fair, those chairs don't look like they're fun to sit in. They look kind of painful. But I do know that they can move side to side, so that's cool.
And now look at it. It's just a giant square.
I can't even tell what restaurant that is.
Well, you see the Taco Bell right
No,
there.
no, just ignore that. I can't tell what the restaurant
Can we
that
go
is.
back to the 90s where both Taco Bell was both looked good and it was cheap?
Where things had a interesting and fun kind of just interior. Everything's all sad and depressing. That's how they get you. They want everything to be sad and depressing because that's how they can control the masses.
That's actually some curious things that's actually true.
Blob of minimalist millennial gray bullshit. Modern Taco Bells look like they got designed by a middle-aged white woman wearing Ugg boots who got all of her ideas off of Pinterest. I'm legitimately surprised they haven't changed their slogan from think outside the bun to something stupid like live, laugh, love. Oh wait, fuck.
I thought it was think outside the box.
No, it's a thing outside the bun. That was their slogan in Taco Bell was.
How?
They don't have a bun in Taco Bell.
Yeah, exactly. Oh.
You know how you get it?
Oh.
I said they rebranded so many places. It does.
They took all the souls. Everything's soulless. What is even left that has a soul?
They did that in 2012 because when you go to Taco Bell, you're supposed to live Moss now.
Oh, I get it now.
I hate it. Oh, I hate it.
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not. It's
Gets
gross.
the people going.
So, is Cracker Barrel going to go downhill? Almost certainly. As soon as they announced this remodel and their rebranding, they lost 12% of their market share. $94 million just fucking...
You just threw away all your loyal customers somehow. Look at this. Look at this. When I see this logo, I think of Golden Corral. It looks the exact same as Golden Corral. It looks boring, lame, and I can't even tell what that's supposed to be. Is that a restaurant? I can't tell that's a restaurant. For me, especially the name of the store, it makes me think it's like a knick-knack shop and that's it. I don't think that there's a restaurant there. Of course, to be fair, I've never been to Cracker Barrel ever, so...
erased from existence. And so far, the only
even as a
response that
kid.
Cracker Barrel has given out to enormous public backlash is to send the CEO onto the news to talk to Michael Strahan.
Oh
and
my god, why? I'm sorry, it's pissing me off when I see these women. The two things that piss me off. When they have the nose ring, or when they have glasses that make you look like a freaking clown.
Don't worry, they'll keep the old logo corn. Yeah, they actually did back off on the
NFL player
change.
that retired
Okay,
when I was
they
in
threw
like
it
8th
away,
grade,
they
but
fired
somehow
that
still looks
person.
way younger than
Not
me.
that far.
And she goes up there and has the balls or the ovaries, whatever, to look
Nah.
everybody in the face and
Nah, she's got
gaslight us and be
balls.
like, actually, people love the new design, despite the fact that nobody does.
Honestly, who did...
Again, your face! Your face says it all! Oh, I hate those giant-ass glasses!
She looks like she's the head of a homeowner association.
She screams Karen! Oh, good. They at least kept the old logo.
The feedback's been overwhelmingly positive that people.
It
like
has
what we're
not,
doing.
you
I'll give
lying
another
bitch.
soundbite. The number one question that I got asked, Michael, was, how can I get a remodel? When can I get a remodel? How do I get on the list?
No,
So
you
the
lie.
feedback and the buzz is so good.
He
not
was
only
like
from our
bullshit.
customers, but from our team members.
Yeah, no.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit that I have ever heard.
She looks
So
like
I'm-
a
Hold
Karen.
on. He just showed a picture of The Rock. I have to ask, would you vote for The Rock for president?
No.
I heard a theory that the Democrats are going to try to get The Rock as a presidential candidate.
Well, he's running WWE pretty well at this point. Also, Disney.
I buy.
Also, Disney making fun of the new logo.
Oh, wow. Now you know
90%
you
sure
screwed
that
up.
Cracker Barrel, as we know it now, is going to die off in the next 5 years. But there's a 10% chance that this is the most brilliant marketing stunt of all time. Okay, hear me out. They've lost $94 million, sure, but that's all stock price bullshit, right? That's not real. It's not a realized loss yet, okay? It's all on paper. It's imaginary. It doesn't exist.
Never landed. It is no matter. It's not on the elemental chart. It's not fucking real.
In exchange for that $94 million...
Don't you dare! You vote for me, I'm gonna destroy the world. Don't you dare vote for me. Vote for Sephiroth.
She reminds
Vote
me
for
of...
Sephiroth is a vote for the meteor.
Oh, you want to read that one?
Yeah. She reminds me of Francis, of the woman that supports Hamas and said that it's illegal for Israel to kill Hamas members.
Yeah.
I see.
Imaginary dollar
I don't know
loss.
what this person
They've
looks
gained
like,
hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars of free publicity. When's the last time you heard about Cracker Barrel in the news? Fucking never. Cracker Barrel is the talk of the town right now. Buh! But it's all negative publicity. Buh! Yeah, sure. But haven't you ever heard the phrase, there's no such thing as bad publicity? Okay, they've done such...
I mean, Trump's president. I mean...
True. I mean, the last time I've ever thought about Cracker Barrel was like never.
Yeah.
But now we're talking about it, so yeah, this was a good tactic in a way.
A shitty job. It's almost perfectly shitty, okay? This isn't a catastrophe. There's a 10% chance that this is a controlled demolition on purpose. Okay, because here's the kicker. All the news articles are like, Cracker Barrel remodeled. Cool. They don't actually...
See, this is exactly why I didn't even want to do this video. This is why I didn't want to talk about this. Because I still don't care about Cracker Barrel. I still don't care.
But we gotta ride the algorithm Coke trail.
Tell you that all
Wait, there's
Cracker
Coke?
Barrels didn't remodel.
I don't know.
Only 30 of the 660 Cracker Barrels
Coattails.
got a remodel. And if Cracker
No,
Barrel
you
is
said
smart,
Coke
especially if they
Barrel.
did this on purpose, they remodeled the 30 shittiest performing Cracker Barrels that they had that they were probably going to have to close down anyways. So now they're out $94 million on paper and whatever it costs to remodel 30 Cracker Barrels. $10 million, okay? They're out $105 million, 10 of which is real, 94 of which is on paper. In exchange, they've gotten, I don't know, $500 million in free publicity, and now in the other 630 Cracker Barrels all over the country,
Seriously, when's the last time there has been a Cracker Barrel commercial, actually?
I've seen the billboards on the road, but that's about it.
You know, I've never in all my life have ever seen a Cracker Barrel commercial, so... Yeah.
people are gonna go, oh shit, that Cracker Barrel hasn't been remodeled yet. We should eat there one last time because this is our last chance before they remodel it. All of a sudden, Cracker Barrel has the best year they've ever had.
Clever girl.
All of a sudden,
Yeah,
Cracker Barrel's stock
sneaky,
price goes
sneaky.
through the roof. Now they're not losing money on paper. They're probably making money on paper, and they've probably made...
Hey, let's go eat a Cracker Barrel. I've never had it before. Let's go before they ruin it.
You wanna go next week?
What do they even sell as food there?
Good breakfast.
I don't like breakfast.
enough to offset the amount they spent remodeling the 30 locations that they were going to close anyways. They close those 30 stores down and they carry on with business as usual. They change the logo back. They issue some corporate apology like, we've heard your voice and we respect and value your opinion, and that's why we've decided to bring the old white guy back onto the logo. He's not going to go to the island of misfit toys with Aunt Jemima and the Indian girl from the Land O'Lakes logo and Uncle Ben. No, he's going to stay on the restaurant where he belongs.
You're goddamn right.
And we're not going to remodel any more of the restaurants. Fuck America. The end. Okay, and I know what you're thinking. That seems like an awful lot to go through just to have one good year of sales. And I would agree with you, okay? But here is the reason that I'm giving this a 10% possibility. There was never an issue with Cracker Barrel's...
That's what it looks like on the inside.
Okay.
Decor. Okay, nobody went in there and was ever complaining like, oh shit, this Cracker Barrel looks like a fucking Cracker Barrel. Okay, you know what you're getting into when you go to Cracker Barrel. Nobody's complaining. If you go back to before this PR nightmare hit the internet, all of the complaints about Cracker Barrel were about the food quality, menu changes, and bad service, okay?
Oh, that already did not make me want to go to Cracker Barrel, especially the food port. I don't know what they're going to taste like. Now I don't want to try. Thank you.
Cracker Barrel didn't just remodel 30 locations, they also revitalized the menu across all 660 Cracker Barrels, including bringing back old favorites like Uncle Herschel's favorite. So presumably they fixed the actual issues that Cracker Barrel had, but the problem is with the restaurant, once you go there 2 or 3 times and you don't have a good meal, you're probably just never going to go there again. So they needed to come up with a way to convince people to come back to Cracker Barrel one last time, to give them one last chance, to give them a good experience, and they could have staged this entire PR nightmare on purpose to do just that. And the added kicker, they get to spin the entire thing like, hey, we're the one company that listens to you guys. We're the one company that didn't sacrifice their legendary well-known mascot and take him off the brand forever. No, we brought him back because you guys wanted him. We kept the restaurant the
lame. Still lame. It's still a mediocre restaurant.
Same, because that's what you guys wanted. Cracker Barrel is an American institution, and we listen to you guys, and we give you what you want, and then everybody loves Cracker Barrel and their new awesome menu. But like I said, I don't think they're that smart. I give it a 10% chance that that's actually what's happening, and there's a 90% chance that Cracker Barrel is just circling the drain and will be gone in 5 years, so there's that. Thanks for watching.
Dorks. But yeah,
No, there's still more
I
of the video.
don't feel like I would ever go to Cracker Barrel. I don't feel like I'd ever choose to, regardless of all this stuff. Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us.
All right, emergency update. Never really had to do this before, and like I said, that's probably because I don't like covering emerging trendy topics, but I guess here we are. Everything you've seen up until this point was filmed on the 24th, and it is now the 26th at approximately 7 o'clock Central Time, and I've just been informed via Twitter, or X, whatever the fuck you want to call it, that Cracker Barrel has issued their corporate apology, and they're going to be keeping their original logo. Because of this, I will now be updating my prediction. There is no longer a 10% chance that this is an intentional marketing ploy. There is now a 50-50 chance that this is intentional. They're doing it on purpose, and if they are, it's absolutely genius, and if they're not, it's the worst idea I've ever seen in my
Golden Corral, IHOP, and stuff. Dude, I don't want to go to Golden Corral or IHOP either. Both, I used to love IHOP, but yeah, no, they ruined their food the last time I went there, and also the last time I went there, a restaurant I went to, they had a fun, cute little mousy friend. I named him Squeaksworth.
You want to call it here because my headphone keeps dying?
Yappers, thank you all for joining us for this lovely streamy poo-poo. We will see you tomorrow. Okay, just to make everything clear, tomorrow we are going to be doing a weird handicam food tasting. We got a couple of weird foods that we're going to be showing to you and tasting. We got s'mores ramen noodles, we got Cheez-It pizza, and some yummy gummy sushi that we get to create, followed to heal our wounds of this weird, disgusting baby boo brunchy poo with you. We got chocolate Band-Aids. Yay! Don't ask. Oh no, I'll be there. Same time, same place. So we start 1:30 tomorrow.
Yeah, bonus more Labor Day stream.
Bonus Labor Day stream, and then we'll be doing more reacties. Okie dokie, love you all. Bye bye. Also, we will be showing Trucker Man's model. my rough sketch of his model. We got our regular commission girl back. So yay! Trucker Man will no longer be disembodied voice. He will be a VTuber like me. And I doodled what his model will look like. So we'll be revealing that. Yay! See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Thank you all for joining me. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It would make me very happy. Kiss, kiss,